Easy. What's going on, y'all? This your boy BZ from Extreme Sports Star 305. Now today, we gotta talk about the big trade that the Lakers trade for Russell Westbrook, another superstar. So that means back to another big three for LeBron James with LeBron James, AD, and Russell Westbrook. Now I know y'all thinking, how does that work? Now we all heard the other day that LeBron James called Russell Westbrook and AD to come to his house to talk about how can it work. So, they said he had to put all his egos to the side, all three of them, and find ways to make it work. So my opinion is, I think he's just trying to have another three. The only team he's worrying about is the Brooklyn Nets. So he's not worrying about, you cannot underestimate anybody else, but that's what he's looking at. Their big three, so he can match up with his. So that's a good question. How does it work? Because Russell Westbrook is a triple-double king. He needs the ball in his hand as the point guard, and as LeBron James, how he been playing with this style every year as a power forward small forward slash as a point guard. He has the ball in his hands also. So when you put it together, how it's going to work here, that means AD will have to move the center where he don't like. Now he don't have a choice, and LeBron will play more off the ball, more as small forward. So Westbrook will come up with the ball as a point guard now, and LeBron he beat 37 in January, so you can't expect that much for LeBron as we all know, because now as you've seen the last game with the finals here, even though we kind of feeling the Lakers was going to lose, but we wanted LeBron just to go all out like what KD did even when he lost, but he didn't because he's trying to save his body. So he knows he's beat 37 in January, so he can't do that much. I think he want to save his body, save his time for the end of the season, and be as ready as for the playoffs. So as Russell Westbrook, having Russell Westbrook with as much athleticism and energy it is, and he's almost like as a full point guard, a rebound king. He gets all the rebounds. So now he don't have to worry about the rebounds that much because you get Russell Westbrook in the 80s at center. So he will do less much this year as in the other year, because Russell Westbrook he's like the Energizer Bunny, and also Russell Westbrook played with almost everybody. So he's like the triple-double king. So it gets like he don't be trying hard. He gets it easily. So now what that makes here, Russell Westbrook will come up here with the ball, the point guard here. You'll see a lot of pick and rolls with AD at center. So he can hit a stop and pop. He has a great mid-range. And you'll see a lot of backdoor cuts with the LeBron James also. Or you'll see a lot of backdoor cuts with Russell Westbrook. So it's going to be a lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of pick and roll, pick and pop, pick and alley-hoop. So almost similar to the Phoenix Suns. So the difference is Russell Westbrook is more athleticism than Chris Paul. So he can hit the mid-range, or he can attack the basket very well. So that's how that's going to be here also. And the Lakers also thinking about adding players. But the players that we've been seeing here, as of DeRozan and a couple others, and probably Larry here, but people they've been asking to shoot, to add on, is a lot of people who can shoot the mid-range. They didn't ask, and the only person three-point shooters we've seen to add was Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's a great three-point shooter. He's not a good defensive guy, but they need shooters bad. So Schroeder, he asked for the money, almost over $100 million. If I'm the Lakers, I'm not giving him that money. You can go ahead and walk. I'll trade you for less, because we don't really need your access ability unless you're going to get less and just go ahead and be the sixth man. So if you don't want that, you can trade him for Buddy Hield, or trade him for another shooter, or you can see if JJ Redick hop to the free agency. They can try to get him, or they can try for another shooter also. Because Schroeder, they don't really need him at all now. So he can go ahead. He asked for too much, and he's not playing. He's not worth that money to me. But now in basketball, that $100 million is nothing in basketball compared to football. So they keep adding people that's not really shooters. As LeBron, when he goes to the championship, he always has shooters around him. So if the Lakers want to advance, they have the big three now. So another, you want to call it a super team, it is what it is. They're trying to match up against the Brooklyn Nets. So now the Brooklyn Nets is favored for the to win it all. So now it's box office. Now everybody gonna want to see the Lakers and the Nets in the finals. it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna call it box office. It's gonna be high rating. Everybody want to see. But sometimes when you put a couple super teams, big names together, sometimes it work out and sometimes it don't. You need chemistry. So we're gonna see how that chemistry gonna go, how it's gonna work out. How Westbrook don't really. Yeah, my opinion here, all this is really, it's not on LeBron. And even though he's gonna fall back on him if he doesn't win, but it's on Westbrook. You don't play with almost everybody. Now you have players that you not used to having now. You have LeBron James and AD. It's no excuses. So Westbrook here it's gonna be on you. But and they're gonna give it LeBron because he's the face of the NBA, LeBron James. So it's either here, now it's two things here for the Lakers here. Either championship or bust. Nothing less. So for all y'all Lakers fans, we happy now. I'm not gonna hate on y'all, but I'm not gonna root for y'all. I'm a Warriors fan, but it is what it is. It's no excuses. And that's going ahead with the Los Angeles Lakers here. Now, one thing in here before I go here, if I'm talking about the Lakers, what is a setback here? Sometimes y'all weakness here, I'm gonna say, even if we know it's shooting, I'm gonna blame it on the coaching. Because you done traded the sixth man that came from the Clippers, Harold. You done traded him when I think he should have played him more. He has the most energy on the team. Encouraging, he hustles hard, but he didn't play him much. I think you should have played him more, but you traded him part of the package deal to get Russell Westbrook. So now you're gonna have to find somebody else who's gonna hustle off the bench, and most important, you're gonna find some shooters here. So you're gonna play good defense. You had no more defense here. At the end of the day, you're gonna need to shoot in this league. But good luck to the Lakers and good luck to the coach. Hey, and that's BG from Extreme Sports Star 305 here. Hey, you also can hit me, like I said, all platforms here on Instagram, Extreme Sports Star Live 305, Facebook, Extreme Sports Star 305 here, and all time, man. Hey, y'all hit me, like you write me back. You write me all the time. Twitter, it don't matter. I'll write you back, let you know it's going down. New season. Shit.